Alright, we got an 850 RE. Codes are P1D92, clutch 4 defective, P0730 gear 3 ratio, P1B14 park by wire, and more than likely we probably got a stripped E clutch drum in here, and probably a valve body problem. So we'll get started taking this one apart. Inch and 5/16 on the flange. It's a 12 point. Alright, so I think it's a 50 Torx on the front. Go ahead and take my lockup O-ring off. .40 Torx on the pan. The pan is a filter on this one. .40 Torx on our valve body bolt. Get our accumulator out of here. Well, not wanting to bend. Should be able to just bend that out right there, that little tab, and just come up, but it does not. There we go. Did not want to come up. Alright, 40 Torx on the accumulator. .40 Torx on the back of the valve body here. When you get this bolt out, there's a little bracket you pull up on that, and your connector, pass-through connector, will come out. .40 torques on the speed sensor. Alright, we're going to see what has come available for our valve body. Missed one. May be able to get a zip kit now. We shall see. I missed another one? Yes. Right there. Alright, our valve body should come up now. When you do your valve body, there's a number. This one doesn't have a number. It's got a letter. So we'll have to look and see what we need. You are going to need to replace your separator plate if you take this valve body apart and want to put it back together. So keep that in mind. Alright, we can leave the rest of that in there. We can get in here now and pry our pump out. Well, it's gonna be like that. Okay, until we get this thing sold, I'm not sure how much of this is coming on camera. I'm not going to take these pistons out. I'm just going to open it and check our clutches. As if I have to put this back together, I don't want to have to do too much work. Ooh, we got some breakage right there. Alright, so we have cushion between each steel, and clutches are starting to come apart on this. And look real close at our hub here. Do need a bushing kit. Hub looks okay. Bearings look okay. Now if you can see that right there, our retainer is broken and come out. Our Belleville plate is probably going to need to be replaced. So let's see how this is going together. It does not look like it has a line-up tab of any sort. Let me go ahead and, well, I may not need to. I need our retainers for sure. Yeah, I'm going to have to put this in the press and press this down to get this other one out. Well, the Belleville plate looks okay. Go ahead and get our piston out. Here's the other piece of our retainer. Piston looks okay. Alright, 40 torques on this. Chain. I think it's going to be okay once the converter gets in there and gets that lined up. It's going to be pretty tight. Alright, to get your pump out, you pry up on here and it'll come out. Chain does not have any markings on it. Here, we're going to take our pump apart and look at it. We're going to clean that up, but this type of pump is not nearly as bad about going out as the other styles. Alright. Be careful when you're sliding this out. This whole transmission is going to come out together. And if you're not very careful with it, you can crack the drum. Case is empty. Really need a hole in the table for this. Should have torn this down on a different table. And our ring gear bearing looks okay. Race looks okay. Alright, you're going to need a toolkit. I got mine off eBay. And it does both sizes. You need these rings to keep from breaking the drums. And let's see if we can do this without breaking everything. Place this on the outside. I have to go clean this up a little bit. There we go. Then if you see the opening of your snap ring, you're going to want to go 180 off of that and pry up on your snap ring over here. When I thought about doing this, I didn't think about needing a hole in the table. I may have to do this off the camera before I end up breaking something. Alright, snap rings off. And our planet, check our bearing. Pinions look okay, don't want no wobble, not too much up and down. Bearings look okay. Sun gear looks okay. Alright, our drum is pretty chewed up right there. I don't know if you see where the clutches go. So that's going to need to be replaced. Our planet bearings look okay. Race is okay. On the back here, these tabs, you're going to need to bend these up. And then you're going to turn this ring and your planet's going to be able to come out there. Alright. Shell looks okay. Ring gear looks okay. On this drum here, to change this piston, you're going to have another special kit, and it's made by Transtech. So keep that in mind. You're either going to buy a new planet or you're going to buy the kit to drill out the piston and do it that way. There's about, I think it was like $1,500 for the kit to do that. Keep in mind it only does the small one. There's 3 different sizes. If you want to do the 8HP50s, that's the large one. You want to do the other, it's the medium. The 8HP45 and 50 is the small one. They're all set up the same way. Just physically different size parts. And then the valve bodies are set up different. Alright, clutches look fairly decent. To get this piston out, you got to press this piece down and twist it until those tabs line up, and then that'll all come apart. Go ahead and check your bearing. And our pinions. That all looks okay. Okay, our ring gear, bearing looks okay. Our hub is not stripped. Go ahead and put our other ring on. Get 180 out again. Our planet bearing and race looks okay. There's another snap ring in here. I'm out of there. This one's being a snot. I have to get a paper clip down in there. Try to get up underneath that. There we go. Alright, then our ring gear come out. Then there's another snap ring. And these have molded pistons in these drums. You're going to want to replace your molded pistons. This drum's bad about stripping. This one is not looking like it's even getting close. Another bearing here. And our drum. Alright, clutches are so-so. Another bearing. Our shell looks okay. And this shell needs to be replaced. So I need to replace this shell. The piston is going to come in the piston kit for that, so we don't have to order that. I already have the tool, so I don't need that. You'll see what's available for the valve body now. Definitely going to need a park solenoid at the minimum. May just be putting a whole brand new valve body on this thing. Torque converter, LS kit with pistons, bushing kit, filter, torque converter. I think that's it. So when we get this thing sold, we'll be back for the rebuild.